Hello, it's Brendan from techbuzzireland. Today we have the QDOS PowerCube Trio 45 watt charger there at the moment, and I suppose the QDOS brand has been around since about 2006, and you will have seen in TechBuzz before. We've done a variety of their products, whether it's the cases, whether it's USB charging, so a variety of their products. We're well familiar with the brand. This particular one, just a charger there at the moment. A couple of things very important to note is the 45 watt and obviously the eco-friendly packaging, which is actually quite nice to see. Dual port USB power adapter with USB-C to USB lightning cable. Interesting enough, this particular one says made for the iPhone and iPad. I have a query on that particular one there. Yes, it does work for the iPhone, it does work for the iPad, but actually it could work for any Android phone with the USB-C, the same thing. So even though it's purported on that, yes, it does work with these, but I wouldn't hold that against it as such. It works for a variety of things there at the moment on that. Dual port, so it's got actually dual port, and we just get the charger in itself to get an idea. Charger, two USB ports, both of them are USB. Most of us will be familiar with a standard USB port, and most Android phones will actually come with that there at the moment. USB just plugs in as normal. One quick observation on the cable itself. Brand is actually nice to see on the cable, and it actually comes with two cables. So both of these are USB-C, and again, one plugs into your standard Android and one comes into your iPhone itself. Comes with these cables, which is quite good. So going back to the USB cable, lightning cable, two cables supplied for the iPhone, iPad, etc. on that. Power delivery 3, which actually higher power for the range and allowing you to charge things faster. Programmable power supply, and I suppose it's most effective. We normally don't want to burn out our equipment by a cheap charger that will actually think, so this is actually getting an idea. Energy efficiency, heat dissipation, and safety protection. So if there is a problem there at the moment, it's got protection. So all these particular, I suppose, features, etc., within the product itself is quite good. Gives us an idea, a bit of confidence at the back of the box, and I suppose when it's got the MFI made for iPhone type scenario, it gives us a bit more confidence as well. And optimized for Apple, iPhone, MacBook Pro, AirPods. A couple of observations as well is the USB, it will charge whatever you want it to charge. It'll actually split the charge depending on what you're doing. So there's a 45 watt port on this particular one here, and it can be split to, example, two products plugged in. So one could be on 20 watts and one could be at 25 watts, which is higher speed. Depending on your charger, your laptop itself, it can charge a laptop, but be very careful. My own personal laptop would be a 65 watt charger that I would plug into my USB directly. So this is what I plug directly into my laptop. If your equipment is less than 45 watts, it should work with your laptops without any issues, but it'd be worth checking it out just to make sure. So it's good to have a backup that this is wary of that. But as far as your iPhone, iPad simultaneously in one location, no issues whatsoever. Programmable power supply is quite good, and GaN technology improves efficiency, heat dissipation, and within the housing itself. Going back to the thing, it is definitely solid. That's not going to it's going to take a few minutes. It's a 1.2 meter length cable that actually comes with the unit itself, which gives you some sort of an idea on that. A couple of other things to note is, if you were to buy a particular charger, say directly from the Apple store, typically your basic charger comes with 20 watts. So your 20 watts there versus your 45. That includes the, I suppose, giving you the extra idea of the extra power, why it's handy to have it. So plugging it in, having too much power is not a problem. Your phone will only ever draw the requirement. So in other words, if you've got a product that'll take 30 watts, it's no problem whatsoever. Whereas if you have a product said and the manufacturer says it's going to take 50 watts, then you've got a query. This will not work. But having the extra power on this particular one, really good to do. MFI certified obviously is good there at the moment. And I suppose, what are you really trying to do? And as standard, this particular one only came with a 2-pin. So your typical shaver, plug it in directly, and then you just plug it into your iPhone and your Android. Both of them are on charge at the moment. The good news from my perspective is on this particular one now is while it's charging, the protection that's actually inbuilt into this particular charger will actually won't overcharge it there at the moment. And this is what you get. You get the plug, you get the cables. A couple of niggles from my perspective in it only comes with a 2-pin plug. I would like to see an optional swap it over for 3-pin, but it is because it's got the I suppose heading for the iPhone there at the moment. It's kind of focused the market share. It will work with any particular things. That's a slight niggle for me, that the marketing is just not flagging it. It's definitely, to me, Android as good as both. It'll work for both. And again, quality wise, there's a 1-year warranty, which is a bit disappointing from my personal point of view. The company do talk about sustainability on the product, and they've got a lot of marketing in that area, which is quite good. But the 1 year is a little bit disappointing for what it could be. And I know a lot of these particular ones come with only 1 year, etc. regarding the carbon footprint there at the moment, because they do talk, since it's been around from 2006, they do talk about our planet is our priority. For me, if it is, then it should be putting a 3 or 4 year product, 3-year warranty on this particular product. As far as quality, I don't think there'll be any issues on that. 45 wood on the unit itself, the charger, it'll actually say 110 to 220 volts, so in theory it'll work with any country's voltage. There's no issues what you just need an adapter to plug it directly in there on that. The brand is actually name is there. It's also got the brand in the cable, and the cables feel solid. Often you get nice products there and you find this cheap cable that doesn't do anything. This is definitely a premium cable, and the fact that they put the logo on it as well is quite nice. I've kinked that a few times, bits and pieces in different areas, and I do think it's quite nice. As far as a normal charger, just plug it in, it works. Overall, not going to go wrong. It's lovely to have a dual purpose charger that'll actually charge 2 phones. Obviously it comes with the cables. If you wanted to swap it to your own cables, no issues, just the USB-C, and they fit in there nice and solid there at the moment. Thank you for watching. TechBuzz Ireland. QDOS PowerCube Trio 45 watt charger.